Assalamu alaikum, class 5. I hope all of you are fine. First of all, I'm going to ask you about homework, which I sent you yesterday. I sent you notes of Unit 11, 12, and 13. They were words, meanings, and question answers. Yeshad, I'm going to ask you, did you do your homework or not? Unmute your mic, Yeshad.
Teacher, no.
Why, beta?
Teacher, आज करूँगा.
You have done nothing. I sent you Unit 12 notes a week before. Have you not done Unit 12 notes?
Teacher, no.
It means you have done nothing. Okay, Yashad, you have to complete your work today. Students, class 5, you have to complete your work today. The notes which I sent you yesterday. You have to write words meanings. There were words meanings and question answers in those notes, and you have to write those words meanings and question answers in your English A notebook. Marij is here, Manahid is here, and Yashad is here. So students, you have to do this homework. Okay? You have to do this homework. You can check in your WhatsApp again the notes which I sent you yesterday, words, meanings, and question answers of Unit 11, 12, and 13. Manahid and Yashad, beta, turn on your mic. Turn on your cameras. Marij, Manahid, turn on camera. Manahid and Yashad. Beta, turn on camera. Okay, Yashad is left. Okay, fine. So yesterday homework is again today's homework. You have to complete that. Okay. So I am assigning that homework again. You have to complete that homework. Okay. On Friday, we read about the fringe of the sea, and we knew about the people who are living on the island, who are living near the sea. They are living on the island that is nearby sea, and they are actually fishermen. They have to come to the sea to catch the fishes, and that is the source of their livelihood. And there is also a message in that poem, The Fringe of the Sea. Students, listen to me carefully. Please be attentive. There is also a message in the poem. Can you tell me what is that message? Who is there? Marij. Marij, I'm going to ask you, what is the message in the poem? The Fringe of the Sea. Unmute your mic, beta. Yes, what is the message in the poem?
Teacher, I think the message in the poem is this: if we wake up early, so we are fresh.
They are hardworking. They are hardworking and they are satisfied. Those people are satisfied with their simple lives. They are living simple life. Their lives are simple. Got it, beta? They are satisfied with their life. So this is the message. They are hardworking they are satisfied with their lives. They have to come to the sea to catch fishes, and and that is the source of their livelihood. That is the source of their earning, and they earn by selling those fishes. Okay, now we are going to do vocabulary. That is on page 86. I am going to tell you, it is not on screen, but I am going to tell you that it is in your language tree student book, page 86, vocabulary. We are going to do second part of it. Yashat, I'm watching you. Please be attentive. Manahid, Marish, I'm watching you, students. It's page 86 of student book. Are you looking at page 86? Yashad, are you looking at page 86? Page 86 of student book. Vocabulary, part 2. Page 86, student book, vocabulary part 2. Manahid, are you feeling sleepy? Manahid, be attentive, beta. Okay, so we are going to do vocabulary. It is actually synonyms. I'll ask Manahid, read it. What is the question about? Unmute your mic. Manahid. Manahid, unmute your mic.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
read it. Yes, read it. Second part.
Teacher, what?
Page 86, student book. Read second part of vocabulary question 2.
Excuse me.
Manahid. Okay, Umar. Unmute your mic, beta. Umar. Okay, Yashad. Unmute your mic, Yashad.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, vocabulary part 2. Beta, read it. We are going to do words meanings. Read it. Vocabulary part 2. Find words or phrases. Find words or phrases.
Find words or phrases in the poem which mean the same.
Which mean the same. It means you have to find words or phrases in the poem which have the same meaning as these are written here. For example, read example, Yashad.
Wake up,
Yes.
awaken.
Awaken. Okay. Wake up is already written here, and awaken word is used in the poem. You can see in the first line of the poem, awaken word is used. In the first line of the poem, awaken word is used. It means both have same meaning. Wake up and awaken both have same meaning. So the words which have same meaning, these are called synonyms. The words which have same meaning, these are called synonyms. Yashat, can you find synonym of the edge of the sea? Yashat, can you find synonym of the edge of the sea? Say in the poem. Yashat. Okay, I'm going to ask Marriage. Unmute your mic. Okay, fine. Beta, you have to find synonym. The edge of the sea. Can you find?
Miss, the fringe of the sea.
Good. Fringe. Right after it. Where there is written number 1, right after that fringe. F-R-I-N-G-E. Hurry up, write it. Fringe. The edge of the sea, its synonym is fringe. F-R-I-N-G-E. Manahid, Yashad, all the students are supposed to write this synonym. All the students are supposed to write this synonym. The edge of the sea is fringe, and the word fringe is used in the poem. Yes, Marij? Second, get up.
Get up. Uh,
It is in the second stanza.
up early. Miss, up early.
Rise up. Rise up. Get up. Rise up. Now, after number 2, you have to write rise up. Hurry up. Get up, rise up. Okay, third one. Marish, beta, third one. Not wearing any shoes. If they are not wearing any shoes, so it means they are. If they are not wearing any shoes, it means they are. It is in the fourth stanza. Barefoot, yes. Barefoot. B-A-R-E-F-O-O-T. Please write it. Students, write it. Not wearing any shoes. After number 4, you have to write barefoot. Not wearing any shoes. After this, you have to write barefoot. Now, I'm going to ask someone else. Thank you, Marij. Manahid. Unmute your mic, Manahid. Manahid, beta. Unmute your mic. Okay, I'm going to ask someone else. Dua. Dua, can you hear me? Dua, are you there? Okay, no response. Omar, unmute your mic, beta. Yashad, beta, please unmute your mic. Yashad, unmute your mic.
Teacher.
Yes, it's number 4. It's number 4. Place where the water.
Place
Yes.
where the water is not very deep.
So, what did I tell you on that day? Where the water is not very deep, what is that place called? Where the water is not very deep, what is that place called? It is last stanza on page 84. The word is there. It is last stanza on page 84. The word is there. Shallows. Shallows. Shallow is an area of sea where water is not very deep. Shallow is an area of sea where water is not very deep. So place where the water is not very deep is called shallows. You can see that all these are meanings And after that, the stanzas numbers are written. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. The stanzas numbers are written that you can find this meaning in this stanza. Now next is sixth stanza. You have to find meaning of bright blue from sixth stanza. Find meaning of bright blue from sixth stanza, and I'm going to ask Umar. Umar, unmute your mic, beta. Umar Alvi, unmute your mic. Manahid, unmute your mic. Okay, I'm going to ask Ibra. Ibra, unmute your mic. Okay, Marish, I'm going to ask you. Unmute your mic. Okay, thank you.
Miss,
It's number
what is
5, bright blue.
bright blue?
Yes, number 5, bright blue.
Miss, mackerel.
Beta, that is the name of fish. Turquoise. The word turquoise. Before mackerel, there is a word turquoise. Turquoise. It is first line on page 85. I'm telling all the students, it is first line on page 85. Turquoise. Bright blue mean turquoise. It is synonym of bright blue. Okay, Marish beta, you will also tell me next one. Smooth and shiny. Smooth.
Shiny.
Number 6. It is in the same. Smooth and shiny.
Miss Grace.
Beta, it is sleek. 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 In the third line of 6th stanza. Page 85. Sleek. Third line. Sleek. Smooth and shiny means sleek. Smooth and shiny means sleek. Done? You are supposed to write these synonyms. Students, all of you are supposed to write these synonyms. Steer a boat. Steer means
rope.
beta to control a vehicle, to control boat. Pilot.
Pilot.
PILOT. Steer a boat. Someone who control a boat. So pilot. The word pilot synonym. Soft sounds. Its synonym or same meaning is in 7th stanza. Soft sound. Murmurs. Murmurs. MUR. MUR. Murmur. Done? Okay. Class 5, I'm going to repeat it. First word is the edge of the sea. Its synonym is fringe. FRINGE. Second word is get up. Its synonym is rise up. RISEUP. Number 3. Number 3, not wearing any shoes. Its synonym is barefoot. BAREFOOT. Number 4, place where the water is not very deep. Shallows. SHALLOWS. Number 5, bright blue. Its synonym is turquoise. TURQUOISE. Smooth. Number 6, smooth and shiny. Its synonym is sleek. Number 7, steer a boat. Its synonym is pilot. PILOT. And the last one is soft sounds. Its synonym is murmur. Students, you can see that before these words, numbering, these words are numbered, and after these words, those stanzas numbers are written. You have to find these synonyms from those stanzas. Are you getting like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7, 7? So you will find these synonyms from these stanzas. Stanza 1, 2, stanza 4, stanza 5, stanza 6, and stanza 7. Okay, now close your books. I'm going to tell you something else. Close your books, beta, and look at the screen now. Close your books and look at the screen. Okay, read it. Can you read it? And tell me what is the common thing in it. Our soldiers are as brave as lions. Her cheeks are red like a rose. Ahmed was walking as slow as snail. The clouds are like balls of cotton. Her brother is as cunning as a fox. Cunning means clever. Cunning means clever. Yashad, please be attentive. Focus on lecture. This lesson is as easy as ABC and the cloud is fluffy like cotton candy. Yashad, I am going to ask you that what is the common thing in these sentences? What is the common thing? Yes. Unmute your mic and tell me, what is the common thing in these sentences? Yashad, unmute your mic. What is the common thing in these sentences?
Teacher,
As soldiers are brave. How much brave? As the lion is brave. What is the common thing?
brave.
No, beta, this is not common thing. Okay, I'm going to tell you, wait. Students, you can see that I have compared soldiers with lions. Her cheeks are compared with rose. Walking of Ahmed is compared with snail. Clouds are compared with balls of cotton. Her brother is as cunning as a fox. Cleverness of her brother is compared with a fox. And the lesson is compared is as easy as ABC. And the cloud is fluffy like cotton candy. So cloud is compared with cotton candy. So there is a comparison. You can see there is a comparison. Now we are comparing two things. Soldiers with lions, cheeks with rose, clouds with balls of cotton. So you can see we are comparing two different things. Students, please listen to me. This is very important for you. Manahid, I'm watching you, beta. Don't do this. Turn on camera, Manahid. Marriage, turn on camera. Dua, turn on camera. Ibra, turn on camera. Hurry up, beta. Ibra, Dua, turn on camera. Umar Alvi, you too, beta. Turn on camera. I'm going to tell you comparison of two things. Okay. Simile is used for comparison. The examples which you have seen, I told you comparison of two things, two different things. Simile is used for comparison. So similes are used in those sentences. Simile is used for comparison. Simile is a comparison of two different things by using the words like or as. Okay, beta. When we use similes, we use words like or as. As you can see in these examples, as brave as lions, like a rose, as slow as snail, like balls of cotton, as cunning as a fox, as easy as ABC, like cotton candy. So you can see simile begins with these words like or as. So you have to keep into your mind that simile is used for comparison. Simile is a comparison of two different things and we use words like or as. Got it, beta? Look at the examples. Look at the examples. I have underlined similes. Look at the screen. Umar, Manahed, Yashad, Ibra, Dua. Please, beta, look at the screen. I have underlined all the similes. As brave as lions, like a rose, as slow as snail, like balls of cotton, as cunning as a fox, as easy as ABC, like cotton candy. You can see all these similes are beginning with the words like or as. All these similes are beginning with the word like or as. In the first sentence, Yasha, tell me, beta, in the first sentence, what are we comparing? Which two things we are comparing in the first sentence? Yes, Yashat?
Yes.
Which two things we are going to compare in the first sentence?
Hmm.
Hurry up, beta.
Teacher.
Which two things, two different things we are going to compare in the first sentence? Yashat, do you know or not? Okay, I'm going to ask someone else. Marish, beta. You will tell me. Okay. Yes. Yes, Marish.
Miss soldiers are compared as lions.
So soldiers
Soldiers,
are compared with lions. Soldiers
lions.
are compared with lions. So for this comparison, we have used simile, and simile is as brave as lions. So simile is beginning with the word like, or simile is beginning with the word as. As you can see in all these similes, it is beginning with the word as or like. In the second sentence, beta, tell me, which thing is compared with which?
Miss cheeks are compared with rose.
Cheeks are compared with rose. So her cheeks are red like a rose. You can see the simile is beginning with the word like. Number 3, Ahmed was walking as slow as snail.
Miss walking with snail.
Walking is compared with the walking of snail. Then number 4,
Hmm. Clouds are compared with
clouds are compared
cotton.
with balls of cotton.
Balls of
And we
cotton.
have used, which word we have used for
Like
comparison? Like. Good. Then number 5.
brother is compared
No, beta, cleverness of the
cunning as
brother. Yes, cleverness
cunning
of the brother is compared with fox.
fox.
Okay, next lesson. Easy lesson
Listen
is compared with
with ABC.
ABC. And cloud. Now at the end, in the last sentence, cloud is compared with cotton candy. Good. Thank you. Now open your books, beta. Open your books. It's page 88. It's page 88. You are going to read this poem, Lazy Day. It's page 88 of student book. You are going to read this poem, Lazy Day. Yes, this one. You can see on the screen, page 88. You are going to read this poem. Okay, there are 12 lines in the poem. I will ask Yashad, read first 6 lines. Yashad, beta, unmute your mic and read first 6 lines of the poem.
Okay, teacher. 6.
Are you Lazy Day?
Lazy day. Surf
Yes.
like lace clinging to the shore. Breeze
Like
of
lace clinging to the shore.
spray like pearls in the air. Fish as white as
Jewels.
jewels leap from the sparkling sea. I hear the sound of the waves like the soft beating of a drum.
Oh, for drum. Okay,
White,
fine. 6 lines are done. 6 lines are done. Fine. Thank you.
white, white.
Okay. In this poem, the poet is saying, let me tell you words meanings first, students. Surf is actually white bubbles, which are made by sea waves, which are formed by sea waves. Surf is actually white bubbles. As you can see in the picture, there is surf. This is a foam. These are white bubbles made by sea waves, formed by sea waves. The poet is saying that he is lying on the shore. The poet is saying that he is lying on the shore. There is surf on the shore, and this surface stick to the shore as the lace is attached to a fabric. Lace, lace is a string or a design that is used on on shirts for designing. Do you know lace? Na, lace is used on shirts. So the surf is attached. Surf is stick to the shore as the lace is attached to a fabric. The poet is saying, as the lace is attached to a fabric, in the same way, surf is stick to the shore. Poet is also looking fish as bright as jewels. Now the poet is saying that there are fishes and the fishes are looking bright as jewels. Why are the fishes looking bright? Because it is daytime and there is sunlight. That's why fishes are looking bright. And leap from the sparkling sea. It means they are jumping out from the sparkling sea. Why is the sea sparkling? Obviously, there is sunlight, it is daytime, and in the sunlight, sea is sparkling. So fishes are jumping out from the sparkling sea. Leap means jump out. I hear the sound of the waves. Who hears the sound of the waves? You can see in the picture, poet is lying on the sand and he is hearing the sound of the waves. and he is comparing those sounds with the soft beating of a drum. He is saying that those sounds are like as someone is beating the drum softly or slowly. Got it? Ibra, unmute your mic, beta. And turn on your camera. Manahid, unmute your mic. Manahid, now you will read next 6 lines. Unmute your mic and next 6 lines you are going to read. After drum, white sand as soft. Yes, Manahid.
White sand as soft as a pillow cushions me where I lie.
Yes, continue.
It runs through my fingers like a warm waterfall.
Good.
The clouds move across the sky like lazy sailing ships of old.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay. White sand as soft as a pillow. The poet is saying that the sand is as soft as a pillow, and this sand is relaxing the poet. This sand is relaxing the poet. Cushions mean to relax. This sand is soft. It is a bit warm because of sunlight, and it is relaxing the poet, and the poet is taking rest there. It runs through my finger, as you can see in the picture. There is a water and there is a sand near the boy's foot. Near the boy's foot, there is water and there is sand. Yashad, Manahid, I'm looking at you. I'm watching you, beta. Please focus on lecture. It runs through my finger. Water is running through poet's toes like a warm waterfall. Why the water is warm? Because it is daytime, there is sunlight, and because of sunlight, water is warm. So this warm water is running through, passing through his fingers. The clouds move across the sky. You can see in the picture, there are clouds, they are moving in the sky. Clouds are moving in the sky. And the poet is saying the clouds are